But before we close the chapter, here's something you might not expect. The most powerful love story connected to The Chosen isn't found in the cast's romances at all. It's in the relationship between the actors and their audience. Every post they share, every interview they give, every time they step into the role, it's a bond built on trust, inspiration, and shared faith. Fans don't just follow them for entertainment. They follow because these actors bring hope into their lives. And in today's world, that connection feels like its own form of love. Think about it. Jonathan Rumi's choice to stay private invites fans to respect boundaries and reflect on faith. Elizabeth Tabish's open celebration of her marriage inspires those who long for supportive partnerships. Vanessa Benavente's family moments connect deeply with parents watching across the world. Even the mysteries around Shahar Isaac or Paris Patel spark endless conversations among fans who feel personally tied to their journeys. These aren't just celebrity crushes. They are reminders that love, in all its forms, is worth searching for, protecting, and cherishing. And perhaps that's the biggest secret. While we crave details about who they love, what truly matters is the way they love. Whether it's through protecting privacy, sharing joy, or dedicating themselves to craft, every choice is rooted in care. And that care has spilled over into millions of homes, creating a global family of viewers who feel part of something bigger. So as you think about the real-life partners of The Chosen cast, remember that you too are part of their story. Your support, your comments, your excitement. These are the threads that connect you to them. In a way, you are one of their partners, walking this journey alongside them, episode by episode. And that's where the miracle truly lies. Not just in the love we uncover, but in the love we share. Love is never just about two people. It's about the legacy it leaves behind. When we look at the cast of The Chosen, their personal lives show us that love takes many forms. Some are bold and visible, some are quiet and hidden, and some are still waiting to be revealed. Yet, no matter how different these stories may be, they all remind us of something bigger. Love shapes who we are, just as faith shapes the characters they play. Think of it this way. Jonathan Rumi's silence about his partner doesn't leave us with emptiness, but with reflection. It reminds us that not all love needs to be displayed to be real. Elizabeth Tabish's openness with her husband proves that love can be shared proudly, like a lamp set on a hill. Vanessa Benavente's family moments show that motherhood itself is a love story, one that needs no applause to be powerful. And actors like Noah James, who share their happiness openly, invite fans to celebrate love as if it were their own. But here's the deeper truth. The way these actors live their personal lives actually mirrors the heart of The Chosen. Just like the disciples, they each carry a different story. Some are doubters, some are seekers, some are open, some are guarded, but all are walking a path shaped by love. This is why audiences feel so drawn to them. Not just because of the show, but because their lives echo the same lessons it teaches. And maybe that's the secret we were never supposed to miss. Love isn't about the details of who is dating who, or who is married to who. Love is about presence, loyalty, sacrifice, and hope. These actors, whether through mystery or openness, remind us that love always finds a way to shine, on screen, off screen, and even through the hearts of those who watch. So if you've stayed with us through every reveal and every secret, take this with you. The greatest love story isn't the one we watch or even the one we read about. It's the one we live. And in that way, we are all chosen. And now, we arrive at the end of this journey through the untold love stories of The Chosen cast. We've seen marriages rooted in creativity, families built on warmth, romances that shine openly, and mysteries that continue to spark endless curiosity. Each actor has given us more than just performances. They've given us a glimpse into the way love shapes their lives beyond the screen. But here's the truth. The greatest story wasn't just about who their partners are. It was about what their choices reveal. Some protect love like a treasure hidden away from the world. Others share it proudly, letting fans celebrate their joy. And some still are writing chapters we haven't seen yet. In all these differences, one lesson stands out. Love is never one size fits all. It's personal, sacred, and sometimes even mysterious. The beauty of The Chosen lies in its ability to connect us, to remind us of faith, loyalty, sacrifice, and yes, love. And in many ways, the real-life romances of the cast reflect the same themes. They remind us that love doesn't always look like what we expect, but it always leaves its mark. Whether quiet or loud, public or private, every story matters. Every story inspires. So as Season 5 continues to move hearts across the world, remember this: the miracles we see on screen are powerful, but the real miracles might just be the everyday love stories happening in the lives of the people who bring these characters to life. That is the ultimate revelation, and now, it's your turn. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Which one touched you in a way you didn't expect? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. And if these real-life romances inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more stories, and keep walking with us through the journeys behind The Chosen. Because in the end, it's not just their story, it's ours too. Love stories don't just live on the screen. Behind the powerful scenes of The Chosen, the cast members are living their own real-life romances filled with joy, surprises, and sometimes secrets. Fans know them as disciples, teachers, and friends of Jesus. But when the cameras stop rolling, they step back into their own personal worlds, where love plays a central role. Today, we reveal the real-life partners of the stars of The Chosen Season 5. Some relationships will make your heart melt. Why, let's begin with Jonathan Rumi, the man who brings Jesus to life in The Chosen. His calm voice, deep expressions, and powerful performance have made him one of the most beloved faces of the series. Fans often wonder if someone so dedicated to portraying the role of Christ has time for romance in his personal life. The truth is, Jonathan Rumi is incredibly private when it comes to his relationships. Unlike many actors who openly share their love lives on social media, Jonathan has chosen to keep this part of his world behind closed doors. He has spoken in interviews about the importance of faith and prayer in his daily life. And while he hasn't confirmed being in a relationship publicly, his fans respect the way he separates his professional work from his personal affairs. This air of mystery keeps audiences curious. Who could possibly hold the heart of the man who embodies Jesus on screen? For now, that answer remains hidden. But one thing is clear: his devotion is seen both in his art and in his values. Moving on, let's talk about Shahar Isaac, the actor who plays Simon Peter. Simon Peter's story in The Chosen is one of boldness, loyalty, and at times, struggle, and Shahar captures this perfectly. But off-screen, fans are equally curious. Who is the woman that supports the man behind this strong character? Shahar Isaac, much like Jonathan, is not overly public with his private life. He shares glimpses of his travels, photography, and acting projects, but not much about his relationships. Reports suggest that Shahar is focused on his career and creative passions at this time. And while some fans speculate about his dating life, he has not made any official statements. His silence adds to his charm, keeping fans guessing and hoping for a glimpse into his romantic world. In many ways, his personal life mirrors his portrayal of Simon Peter, a man deeply rooted in purpose, often leaving people wondering what goes on beneath the surface. What makes these two actors stand out is not just their roles in The Chosen, but the mystery they carry outside of it. In an age where most celebrities reveal everything online, Jonathan and Shahar take a different path. Their decision to stay private makes their fans even more eager to learn about them, proving that sometimes the less you say, the more people want to know. The others may just shock you. Now let's shift the spotlight to the women of The Chosen, starting with Elizabeth Tabish, the actress who plays Mary Magdalene. On screen, her journey is filled with pain, healing, and redemption, making her one of the most emotional and inspiring characters in the series. But in real life, Elizabeth's story has its own touch of romance. Unlike some of her co-stars who remain very private, Elizabeth has been more open about her marriage. She tied the knot with Austin Hargrave, a photographer and creative artist, and their bond is as inspiring as her role in the show. The two share not only love, but also a passion for creativity, often collaborating on projects and supporting each other's work. Fans admire the way Elizabeth's real-life love mirrors the strength and growth of Mary Magdalene, proving that her joy doesn't just come from the screen, but from her real home too. Next, let's talk about Lara Silva, who plays Eden, Simon Peter's devoted wife. On screen, she stands out as one of the strongest and most supportive characters, a woman whose presence brings balance to Peter's fiery nature. But when it comes to her personal life, Lara chooses silence. She has not revealed much about her romantic relationships, and while many fans speculate, the truth remains known only to her close circle. Instead of posting about love and partners, Lara fills her social media with moments of faith, inspiration, and career highlights. This choice keeps her followers focused on her talent, while still leaving that element of curiosity about who she shares her private world with. Another name that always excites fans is Vanessa Benavente, who portrays Mother Mary. On screen, she represents the ultimate symbol of nurturing love, strength, and wisdom. But in real life, Vanessa is a proud mother herself. She often shares moments with her children and family, giving her audience a small but warm window into her personal life. While she doesn't flaunt her partner publicly, it is clear that family plays a huge role in her happiness. The balance between her work on The Chosen and her devotion to her family off-screen creates a beautiful harmony that fans truly admire. What makes this group of actresses unique is the way they balance openness and privacy. Elizabeth shares her love proudly, Lara guards hers closely, and Vanessa shows just enough to remind everyone that real-life love can look different for everyone. And in that difference, fans see the real charm of these women, because their lives, just like the show, are filled with stories that inspire, comfort, and sometimes surprise. The brotherhood of the disciples in The Chosen is one of the strongest elements of the show. We see them laugh together, struggle together, and walk side by side with Jesus. But outside of the series, these men have built their own families and love stories that are just as powerful as the bond we see on screen. Take Paras Patel, for example, the actor who plays Matthew. On screen, Matthew is portrayed as intelligent but often misunderstood, a man searching for acceptance. Paras, however, carries a different kind of warmth in real life. While he has kept most of his personal life private, there have been glimpses suggesting that he prefers to focus on his career and friendships. Unlike his character, who often feels left out, Paras is deeply loved by the fandom, and fans are constantly curious about his real-life partner. So far, he hasn't revealed much, letting the mystery grow. His silence adds an air of intrigue, almost like Matthew's careful and calculated personality on the show. Then there's Noah James, who plays Andrew. Andrew's character is emotional, loyal, and always standing close to Simon Peter. But Noah's personal life paints a very different picture. Unlike some of his co-stars, Noah has been open about his love life. He shares sweet posts with his partner, reminding fans that even actors who portray deep struggles on screen can live joyful, grounded lives off camera. His romance gives viewers a sense of hope, showing that while Andrew may wrestle with fears and doubts, Noah embraces stability and love in reality. We also have Giovanni Cairo, who brings Thaddeus to life. Thaddeus is known for his gentle nature and supportive spirit, and Giovanni seems to carry that same energy in his personal life. While not overly public about a partner, his posts and interviews reflect gratitude and positivity, hinting that the love he values most is rooted in family and close friendships. For fans, this subtlety is refreshing. It's not about showing off, but about living with meaning. Together, these three actors, Paras, Noah, and Giovanni, offer a fascinating contrast. Paras holds his world close to his chest. Noah shares love openly, and Giovanni quietly celebrates the people who matter most. And just like their characters, their differences blend into something bigger, a reminder that love can be quiet, loud, or somewhere in between, but it always finds its way. As we come to the final part of our journey, it's clear that the cast of The Chosen carries more than just their characters on screen. Behind every disciple, every mother, every scene of sacrifice and faith. There is a real person with a heart beating for someone special. Some of these love stories are shared openly, filling fans with joy as they see the actors celebrating their marriages, families, and children. Others remain tucked away, hidden from the spotlight, protected from curious eyes, and perhaps even stronger because of that privacy. What makes it all so fascinating is the way art reflects life. In The Chosen, love takes many forms: sacrifice, loyalty, redemption, and faith. Off the screen, we see those same forms echoed in the cast's personal lives. Elizabeth Tabish shares her journey with her husband, building a creative partnership that mirrors Mary Magdalene's strength. Vanessa Benavente reveals glimpses of her nurturing side as a mother, much like Mother Mary herself. Jonathan Rumi and Shahar Isaac choose silence, guarding their personal lives, showing us that mystery can be just as powerful as revelation. And actors like Noah James remind us that joy can be found in being open, allowing fans to witness love as it blossoms. The biggest surprise is not just who these actors are with, but how they choose to live their love stories. Some live loudly, some quietly, some in secret. And yet in each story there is a lesson. Love doesn't have to be displayed for the world to be real. It doesn't need a stage or a spotlight to matter. Just like the show itself, what matters most is the depth of connection, the strength of faith, and the hope that love always brings. So as Season 5 unfolds on screen with stories of friendship, sacrifice, and miracles, remember this: when the cameras stop rolling, the cast of The Chosen is writing their own love stories, stories that may not always be shared in full, but ones that remind us that behind every role, there is a person, living, loving, and finding meaning in the same world as the rest of us. And that is the greatest reveal of all.